Do you have a med fantasy that has been sitting in the closet because the government is too cowardly to add Gundams to the military? Well, then I have a game that is the next best thing. Armored Core 6 is a high-energy mech action game that puts the armaments of a small army at your disposal, making you a literal walking death machine. What's that? You want to know if the story is good, if the mech customization options are robust? My answer is, who cares? When anything that stands in your way, no matter how big or small, will be left as an explosive, unrecognizable mess of metal in your wake.
Hey, excuse me, who are you? And why are you doing my review?
I don't know what you mean. I am the Baron Rex.
First of all, it's Baron Dex. And how did you even get into my house?
You see, the door was unlocked and, I just kind of walked in and,
I mean, can you even really call this a review? You sound like a walking infomercial. But whoever you are, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave before I call the cops.
Wait. There's no need to be hasty and, you'll never take me alive.
That's gonna be expensive to fix. Now that stranger's gone, I guess let's get back to the review. I mean, why couldn't they have used the front door? I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Armored Core 6 is a game I was hesitant on playing. I've known about the series, but I've never really interacted with it in any meaningful way. It wasn't until I heard Blessing's review on Kinda Funny. He got me really hyped about it, and so I decided to take a chance on it. And let me tell you, I am so glad that I did. Armored Core 6 is developed by From Software, who are best known for the Soulsborne games. And with this entry, they returned to the series after a 10-year hiatus. And they've done it in a way that I think will bring this series out of obscurity and into one of their staple franchises. Hearing this game is made by From Software, the first question you probably have is this game difficult? And my answer to that question would be yes and no. During the missions in between the major sections of the game, I will say the difficulty is generally pretty standard to most games. It's when you get to the major chapter bosses, you will start to feel that From Software difficulty. Like when you get to the chapter 1 boss, Balteus, you may be asking yourself, is this game beatable? It is, it's just that the chapter bosses are a huge difficulty spike that you have to meet and find a strategy that works best for you. Just be prepared to die, and die, and die, and die over and over again at these points in the game. Next, let's talk about the story. And my honest opinion of this game's story is that it's a good motivator to keep you going doing each mission, but it is probably one of the most bare-bones stories I've experienced in a while. It is somewhat interesting, but if you're looking for a compelling story, this is not an area the game will deliver, which is a shame since From Software is loved for how they handle storytelling in the Soulsborne games. This game offers robust customization options for your mech, and you can really tailor it to your specific playstyle. Whether that's you want a lightweight mech with better maneuverability at the sacrifice of firepower, or you want a mech that's more like a tank with less maneuverability that has great firepower to take out enemies very quickly. You can change things like the finish of the metal on your mech from matte all the way up to very glossy, different paints, patterns, and the amount of options you get for weapons or certain components for your mech to really tailor your firepower, whether you want more ballistic weapons or you want more energy-based ones or a mix of both. And it's a really awesome feature that I got lost in during my playthrough of this game. Now let's talk about what in my opinion is the best aspect of this game, the gameplay. This game gives you pure, unadulterated fun while being able to live out your mech fantasy. I previously played other mech games, but none have given me the pure adrenaline rush this game has given me. Being able to zip across the battlefield while shooting rockets and cutting down my enemies with laser swords is so satisfying. I never found myself getting bored, even though the missions can feel a little repetitive at times. They introduced enough weapons and equipment throughout my playthrough to keep it fun and engaging. As you start to understand your mech's advantages and limitations and how those interact with the gameplay mechanics, like the stagger gauge, you'll become more confident in enemy encounters and find yourself being able to take on the challenges that this game has to offer. So how would I rate Armored Core 6? In my last review, I used a point scale to rate the game, but after some thought, I personally don't like boiling all of my thoughts and feelings down to a single score. And so moving forward in my reviews, I'm going to kind of just give you my recommendation on the game. So in the case of Armored Core 6, if you're just looking for a fun game with a good challenge, or if you just like mech games or mechs in general, I highly recommend you give this one a try. I was originally hesitant on playing it, but then I did, and I had a blast doing so. So maybe if you're on the fence too, maybe you'll have a similar experience. Thank you so much for watching my review on Armored Core 6. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I've been VerimDex, you all have been amazing, and I will see you all in the next video. But never forget that you matter.